Hello everybody, welcome to the final Scratch tutorial on how to make a joystick game. In our last couple tutorials, we made this nice joystick that can move around as a fence like it's supposed to and can glide back to the center. And you may notice that our player isn't moving, like how I showed you from last time. This is because I removed the initializing script. Now I am going to put it back in a new position later on, but for now I'm going to fix a couple bugs that I noticed and then get back to the main game. So when you click outside of the circle, your thing literally disappears. Here's why. In the if then else, if distance is less than 12, which is not true, or mouse down equals true, which won't happen because we're setting mouse down to true inside of the script. So the first part doesn't activate, and in the else it's if not mouse down. So nothing would happen. So we're not setting the brightness to anything else. So what I'm going to do is set the brightness to 0 before the if then else, and then we're going to change it inside. And let's test that out. There we go. When we click outside of the circle, nothing happens to the joystick. We can still select it and move it around. And it glides back. Perfect. Now I'm going to take this out and put it over here. See if that's a good position. Okay, now you can move around. However, we stop when we hit an edge, which isn't really what we want. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to take this out and drag out the mouse down. I'm going to take this out and then put this back in. I'm going to place this back. I'm going to take the if mouse down block back and I'm going to put it in the if mouse down. Now reattach it. Let's try it now. So it can now move around properly even when the mouse isn't there. However, I have noticed a couple more bugs. It still moves around just with a faster speed if we're outside the circle. So I'm going to take this a bit down over here and I'm going to make two more variables, X and Y. So I am going to drag a set and a set over there. I'm going to set X and also set Y. And I'm going to put these in here. And I'm going to change it by X and Y over there. So I'm going to move this over here. So now that we actually see them, so now to prevent it from going past, I'm gonna drag an if. If so so I'm gonna drag out 4 ifs, and then I'm gonna put this back. If greater, less, greater, less. Now I'm gonna drag out a times -1, and then I'm gonna put radius in here. I'm gonna put that over here, and that over here. Now I'm gonna put radius right there and radius right there. So the first two will be detecting X, and the next two will be detecting Y. And over here I'm going to set X to the radius. I'm gonna duplicate it, and as you would expect, I'm gonna set X to radius times -1. Now I'm gonna duplicate it over here, and I'm gonna set Y to radius. And I'm gonna duplicate it over here and set Y to radius times -1. So let's see if this will do it. So we can move around. No faster than we want it to be. So those are the 2 bugs fixed. So yeah. Anyways, now that we've got our bugs fixed, anyways, let's start with the next part of this tutorial, which is making the zombies. So I'm gonna go and make a new block, add zombie, and I'm gonna do run without screen refresh. And I'm going to add a zombie after we do all the rendering. So adding the zombie will be simple. if equals 1, pick random 1 to 20. And this is a pretty low chance. If we keep on trying this, eventually we may get it true, but most likely it'll be false. Yeah, I saw a true there. But anyways, if this is the case, then we're gonna do something. Now, it may seem like this may take a long time, but Scratch actually runs pretty fast, so we may be able to get some good times in here. Anyways, I'm gonna go and lower draw circle even more, like maybe over here. So I'm gonna make a list. Zombie X. I'm gonna make another list. Zombie Y. Now I'm gonna make another list. Zombie dir for direction. Now I'm gonna make one last list. Zombie speed. Because I want the zombies to have different speeds. Now I'm gonna hide these lists and let's start coding on them. I'm actually gonna show them just so that I can show you how it's being created. Anyways, in the reset block, I'm going to delete everything from all of our lists. Now in add zombie, you know what? I'm going to move the add zombie block to be the next right block. I'm really running out of space. So in add zombie, so first we want to know if it's going to come from the left or the right. So I'm going to drag an if then else. I'm going to do the pick random 1 to 20, except it's going to be a pick random 1 to 2. Now there's a much larger chance of it being true than false. So the most right of the screen for Zombie X, I'm going to add 240, which is the most right of this screen. If not, then I'm gonna go to the left of this screen. Now I'm gonna add a random Y position to the Y, which is pick random minus 180 to 180. Now I'm just going to add 0 to zombie direction. We will be changing that later. And I'm going to add maybe pick random 2 to 4 zombie speed. Let's go 2 to 5. Like that. Now we should have a system where stuff can be added to our lists. And it looks as if they are being added successfully. So it looks like we are succeeding so far to make this. Anyways, I'm gonna go and hide the lists. Actually, no, we still need to replace the items. So, I'm going to make another block, initialize zombie, and I'm going to do run without screen refresh. I'm going to go and initialize zombie right here. So for this, we would want a scanner to scan through all of the list items and then change them. So now I'm going to take this initialize zombie block, put it right there, and I'm going to go and make a new variable I. So I'm going to set I to 0. Now I'm going to repeat the length of zombie direction. I'm going to change I by 1. Now I am going to replace item I of zombie X with a multiplier and then a sign of. Now I'm going to drag out an item I of zombie direction. I'm going to duplicate this and put it here. And this will be item I of zombie speed. Now I'm going to duplicate this and replace item I of instead zombie Y and replace the sign with a cos. Like that. The speeds are not going to be replaced, but I did forget to replace the direction. So I'm going to replace item I of zombie direction with something that was actually quite similar to the direction script that we made up in the initializer, but it's going to be a little bit different. Instead, we're basically managing to keep it into one block. So grab a plus. So drag out an abs of, and as expected, change it to an atan. Grab a divided by out. Now grab a greater than. And hold on a sec. I actually meant to put the replace direction into a block. Now I'm gonna make a block, zombie direction, and I'm gonna do run without screen refresh. I'm also gonna add two inputs, X and Y. I'm gonna go and put it right there. Now I'm gonna drag out the zombie direction block right there. I'm gonna duplicate this. This will be item I of zombie X. I'm gonna duplicate it and it'll be item I of zombie Y. And we are going to detect if X so if the X is greater than change X. Now I'm gonna duplicate it and put it right there. I'm gonna replace this X with a Y, and I'm gonna replace the change X with a change Y. Now in the plus, get a multiplied by operator and drag out a 180 block. Now grab an OR block over here. Drag an equals and a greater than. So I'm gonna put change Y right there and over here. And I'm gonna duplicate the Y and I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna duplicate it for there. Now let's test it out. So when the zombie added, it does not seem to be working out that well for some reason. But wait a sec. I think I know. So we're replacing zombie direction, which somehow I may or may not have messed up with the zombie direction script. I'm gonna go and check the problem. So I figured out the problem. I don't know what I was thinking, but these greater thans aren't supposed to be greater thans. They're supposed to be minuses. Don't know how I messed that up. So I'm gonna go like that, and let's try it now. Now it's sort of going crazy somehow. So I don't know about you, but I think it looks better with these reversed, so I'm just gonna reverse them. So it's not supposed to go out like that instantly. Looks like somehow we've got another bug that I need to fix. Shoot. Okay, so I figured out the next bug with my direction code. All of these are actually supposed to be turned around. Don't know how I missed that. Literally every single one. Seriously, that wasn't so nice. Hopefully this is the last of the bugs. Now they just spawn without even changing. What? I'm actually gonna round these two. And I'm probably also going to round this script too. Wait, hold on a second. I was actually right the first time. I'm really sorry. But I was right the first time. That was stupid. Wait, hold on. The directions aren't even supposed to turn. Okay. So I've got a new plan. I am going to take the delete all of enemy direction and put it in the initialize zombie right here. And instead of replacing the item, I'm just going to add the item. So there's no changing. Zombie direction remains empty. Why is that? Why is that? Oh, wait. We don't really want to add these items anymore, do we? That didn't seem to do much, but I don't think we want it anyways. So we add a zombie, and then we initialize the zombie. And then we initialize zombie. Aren't we supposed to be adding something to the zombie direction? I don't get it. Maybe it's trying to say that we should do the same with these? Wait, no, we can't do that because we're replacing the items which are already set. But we should be adding something to the zombie direction every single time. At least something. Why isn't anything being added to zombie direction? What's wrong? Hello? Is there anything there? I'm actually really confused. We should at least be adding something. What if I just... No. I honestly don't get it. How about this? I'm going to make a new variable. Enemy direction. I'm going to set enemy direction to this, and I'm going to add enemy direction. Nothing is being added to enemy direction. What's the problem? Wait, hold on. I still 0. I is not being changed by 1. Huh. I really have the feeling that I is not changing by 1. Oh, we're repeating the length of zombie direction. No wonder. I'm going to repeat the length of zombie speed. There we go. For some reason, the numbers are changing though. Things literally going insane. It wouldn't be such a good thing to round these actually, because we're using sine and cosine, which can easily lead to further decimals. But it's still like that. I think I'm gonna have to figure this out another time and actually split this into 2 halves, just like how I did for the first tutorial. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed me bug fixing the game. So I'm just gonna hide the lists. And in the next tutorial, we're gonna finish the zombie game. We're gonna finish it 100%. Now I guess you could say that this tutorial was sort of a bug fixer. But anyways, remember to like, subscribe, and to hit the notification bell. And anyways, peace.